Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got James with me. We just lost 2-0 to Man United here at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. James was with me as well in media today and was watching from, had a nice view of the game, but unfortunately the performance was really poor from the boys today. You did a player ratings that you writ up, which I was quite surprised. I'll be honest. I was surprised by your ratings because I think they were, to you, I believe they'll be fair, but they were very honest, shall we say.
Yeah, go check that out on the AFTV website if you want the full ratings. I did them out of 5. Look, I think two things could be true. The performance was poor and the players were poor largely as a collective, but also I don't think we need to panic. I mean, I've been listening to what a lot of people have been saying, and look, there's nothing here I strongly disagree with. I think everyone makes really good points. Just how worried I am about said points and said things they observed in the game, I'm not as stressed about it. Not because, look, I wanted to go into this, and it's on AFTV. We did a video. I said I wanted us to see a team closer to what we had at the end of last season, for the full of last season. Zinchenko wasn't fit, so that means you've got to tweak it a little bit in some ways, and he went with Rice and Havertz as opposed to what I would have gone for Partey and Rice, but we don't have Partey's available, whatever. And, you were in that press conference with Arteta. He said, look, this midfield 3, they haven't played together 55 times, they played together twice or once or whatever it is. So I don't think there's any need to panic. I don't think the performance was really good enough. But then it's funny, because let's cast our minds back. We were in there talking after 20 minutes and we saw Martinelli miss a few good chances, and we were saying, look at the rotations in the Arsenal team. Look at the way they move. Look at the way they play out the back. We were actually quite impressed with that first 20 minutes from Arsenal. I thought they looked the better team. But an error from Ramsdale, that's a bad error. Yeah. An error from Gabriel. Man United did look fitter. They did look like they had a better intensity. Yeah. And what's interesting is when they made a full 11 changes at half time, I went, that's interesting. Yeah. Big 45 and then another 11 for the other 45. So it's interesting how Ten Hag approached it. They looked fitter, they looked sharper, they wanted it more, and that is slightly concerning. But tactically, if we played the way we did last season in this game, which is what I would have done, what I wanted to see, there's an argument that when we kind of get a little found out or when people start to understand the way we do things, then what's your plan B? What's your next thing? So Arsenal and Arteta to a degree do have to try new things, but they have to start clicking a little quicker. So Barcelona is going to be interesting.
I hear what you're saying, and I'm taking it all in, and you make some great points as well. But I spoke with Curtis just then, he said after that Chelsea game last year, there was a feeling. There was a feeling. That whole pre-season, there was a clear understanding from all the players. There was new players in that squad as well, and there was a feeling. Does that not give you? Because you just said, look, I'm not getting concerned, but there must be a bit of worry because again, a whole 11 changed, and we didn't score a goal.
Yeah, well, there's things I don't like, that we barely created opportunities, that we have this much depth, but a lot of players didn't feel like they were trying to fight for their place in the squad the way I would have wanted. I don't like the fact that Havertz in the team means he's the highest presser and Odegaard tucks in with Rice. That doesn't feel balanced to me. So absolutely there's things I don't really like. But I'm just not ready to just say Arteta's got it wrong yet because there was a point last season, and I think it won people over very quickly because of the results. Results obviously matter. But there would have been people going, Zinchenko in midfield, what is this? And people, Curtis, love Curtis. He was talking about, we shouldn't always copy the Pep thing. The box midfield, Arsenal and Arteta did it first last season before Pep did it. So sometimes we've got to let Arteta be inventive and try different things, because last year it worked. He's done things before, like Xhaka left back, Smith Rowe false line, that haven't. This one at the moment, Havertz in the team and the tweaks we've made, doesn't look like it's working. But look, Timber started today. Why? Because that's what he's going to do for the rest of the season. So White's just gone now? No, White's his first choice right back. Make no mistake about it. So he's tried a few different things. That's not how I would have approached this game. I wanted to see us go more full strength, more try and get up to speed with what we did last year, see if Rice can be a Xhaka. But that's not how we approached Arteta. He wanted to tweak things, change the dynamics, move things along. He started with Eddie over Jesus, things like that, and that tells you a lot. But you also got to think that we talk about that feeling from Chelsea. Chelsea was the penultimate game before the season started. Then it was the Emirates Cup, where there was a whole week, and then there was another whole week before the season starts on the Friday night. It's different this time. We've got Barcelona 4 days from now. Then we've got the Monaco game, which I believe is a midweek, so there's a week break between that. And then there's Community Shield. So if you've got Barcelona, Monaco in front of your home crowd, and then the Community Shield, that's 3 big games.
And we've got to get up to speed though, because if we can't turn up to City like how we turn up today,
No, absolutely. But what I'm saying is, the Chelsea game, you're right to mention that feeling, but it was far closer to the start of the season. This one, it's a little further away. You can see that in the 11. He didn't treat it as it being so desperate, let's put it, or what's the word? I can't think of a better word, but yeah. There's 3 more games, and the Community Shield for me, it's not a friendly, but it's not a super serious thing. But he will play his best team, so I think they've got plenty of time to learn from what they have to learn from today. Try and get it right for Barcelona. I think it'll alternate a lot for the. I think he'll learn a lot for. So I think it'll alternate a lot for Monaco, and then City will go full strength.
Okay, just quickly, because I know we're looking to wrap up and we are about to leave, but what do you want to see? I'll ask Robbie this. What do you want to see from the boys come we play Barcelona at SoFi Stadium? And what response do you want to see? Because you keep saying, we don't want to get carried away, it's something to have a meltdown over, but if we get battered there, is it then time for you to be like, whoa, okay, this...
High chance creation, high pressure, things like that. That's what we did against Chelsea last year. We suffocated them, and as much as talking about the goals and all that, we're talking about how fit the team looked. I want to come away from that Barcelona game thinking, wow, the team looked really sharp, they looked really good. The problem is, the whole Barcelona team's just got ill, so I don't know whether that will be the most fairest reflection. I hope they're all well, by the way, and I hope that game goes ahead. I think it probably will. But yeah, you want to see them looking sharp, looking fresh, looking fit, all that. I want to see Rice in that Xhaka role, and that's what I want to see. And by the way, one thing, this isn't throwing shade at the players that did start over these players, but I think we learned just how crucial White, Zinchenko, Partey, players that weirdly people have been quite happy to sort of almost move on from quite quickly after last season. Oh, well, Timber will walk into the team, and Zinchenko can't defend, and well, Rice is better than Partey. I think we saw today that these players are still crucial. Oh, let's replace Jesus. Let's get a proper goal scorer. Look, okay, let's just take it easy. These players were crucial last season, so let's appreciate how important they can be.